protest.
Okay.
Yes, I started a protest last week. If you've been listening, I've not been doing my regular intro.
Yeah.
I've always started the show with saying one day, I believe one day this will be this. One day teachers will go back to their class. One day. So that's my own protest. And I said I won't stop saying one day until all teachers, primary school teachers in the FCT,
return
are back to
the classes. Yeah.
When they are back, then we'll come back to regular intro. But if not, we'll stick with this. Mazi, you're welcome. Mazi.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, and good morning, Abuja.
Are you protesting, or this is how you feel?
Honestly,
Mazi, you even wore jeans. I didn't see this. Hey. Okay. I don't wonder, because when Ify was talking, I said I didn't understand what. Okay, so Mazi, are you protesting, or you just chose to dress down?
I'm joining you, and that's why I picked red. So our children must return to classes.
Exactly. So for those of you who must have been following the town hall meeting, you know that Mazi on a Monday he would normally wear his white or his blue, but today he's wearing red, and that's his own way of protesting.
Yes,
that teachers should go back to school.
Yes.
And we're still on the topic of the primary school teachers. Just in case you think we're done with that topic, we're not done. We're back to it. We are fully back to it. And this time around, there is a twist to it, Mazi.
Yes, sir.
It looks like there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
It looks like these people, they listen to us, and then they try to see how they can quickly make some amend. And Mazi, that brings me to this, because someone had sent me this story on Friday, and I said no. I must confirm this until I confirm. I won't make an announcement about it. Yeah. We'll stay on this topic. But even as with this report, which is like seeing the light at the end of some of the tunnel, we will still stay on this matter. Yes. We go nowhere on it.
At all.
And the protest still continues with us in the studio. Our own sort of way of protesting that education should be taken seriously. And again, whether you like it or not, whether you are part of my generation or the generation before my own, or Mazi's generation, or them who sang for God generation, we were told one thing: children are the leaders of tomorrow. Some of us have gotten to that tomorrow, we are still not leaders. It's not a problem. But does not guarantee that education for children should be stunted or stopped because of some issues that we have in our society. And I say this to say this, that one of the critical fear about when there is a pause in education, especially at primary school level, is that sometimes, and most times, often not, you discover that most of those children do not return back to school. True. Some of them do not. Because that is the time where you now see people introduce child labor to their children.
Yeah.
You allow the children go for hawking. Some parents will say, in fact, that man, no Google them money to pay the school. Go and learn handwork, go and learn mechanic, go and learn tailoring. We are not saying it's not good to be to have handwork. No, we are only saying that have a formal education and choose to use your skill to better your life.
True.
Not when you are forced into a skill. And that's why you see some people who are also good in skill work, they can't communicate. They are supposed to be making better money than what they are making, but they do not have formal education to add to their skill, to understand people's skill, to understand consumer behavior and all of that. Well, let's go into the conversation this morning. Mazi, this is what we have this morning. This might make you smile a little. The chairman of Abaji, Gwagwalada and Abuja Municipal Area Council, which is AMA, of the FCT, have paid the 70,000 national minimum wage being demanded by striking workers. The Abaji chapter chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, Usman Haruna Ghana, confirmed that the LEA teachers in the council were also paid the new minimum wage. And this report, according to Daily Trust, also said that 3 other area councils, including Kwali, Buhari, and Kuje, were yet to pay their workers this minimum wage. The workers last month embarked on a strike demanding for the payment and some of their allowances. The area council chairman has insisted that the monthly allocation coming to the council were not enough to implement the new minimum wage. They also deny that the 4.17 billion, which was, I think it's 4.1 billion, not 17, released to them by the FCT minister, was not meant to pay the new minimum wage, even though the minister said it was released for that purpose. Mazi.
Yeah.
Mazi. It be like say snake hand don dey inside this matter.
I swear.
Before they said they did not see anything. Now we are now hearing that they also denied that the 4.1 billion released to them by the FCT minister was not meant to pay new minimum wage, even though the FCT minister released that for that purpose.
And at a point there was even doubt if he actually released
the money. Okay. The workers under the umbrella of the National Union of Local Government Employees on Monday raised an alarm over the alleged plan by the 6 area council chairmen to pay them additional 40,000 instead of implementing the 70,000 naira minimum wage. But the union warned the area council chairman to desist or face stiff resistance. Workers confirmed payment. Some staff of Abuja area council who spoke to Daily News on Thursday confirmed receiving alerts of their salary reflecting the 70,000 naira. And an elated staff who was very happy of the area council, his name is Shaibu, I won't call his last name, said that he received alert on Wednesday night reflecting the new minimum wage, saying he immediately withdrew the money to pay some debts. The guy no one here saying a mistake. What of if now?
Before I do reverse.
And he says, yes, it is true. The new minimum wage was paid by the area council chairman, Alhaji Abubakar Usman Abdullahi. I received the alert too, but I have to withdraw the money to pay some debts for food, stuff, and school fees for my children.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Another person, Mrs. Abigail, who is also a staff of the area council, confirmed receiving the new minimum wage on Wednesday night. Says I also received the alert reflecting the 70,000 on Wednesday night at about 9:12 p.m. We pray that God will touch their hearts to pay the other entitlement they are owing us by the end of the month. Many civil servants in the area council were seen discussing also in their platform about the money that has entered. A staff of Gwagwalada area council, Isaac, said he also received the alert on Wednesday. Say yes, it is true. The new minimum wage was paid by the area council chairman. And reacting to this gesture, the president of the Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees in the FCT, Comrade Abdullah Ibrahim Kabir, confirmed the payment of the new minimum wage by the chairman of Abaji, Amak, and Gwagwalada area council. He said the union was expecting Kwali, Kuje, and Buhari to either pay before the end of today or next week. Even as he said, the payment of the new minimum wage did not guarantee that the union will call off the strike of the ongoing or suspend the ongoing strike. And he went on to say, yes, it is true. Abaji, Amak, and Gwagwalada have paid the 70k minimum wage. Expect Kuje, Buhari, and Kwali. We're expecting them to also pay. This is where we are, Mazi. But he now said, which is very important, that it is not a guarantee
that they are going to call
off the strike. Remember that one staff, one Abigail, who also spoke, that she received her salary, which reflects the 70,000. But she's also praying that God touch the heart of the chairman. When you start to also call God for responsibility of people who are put in office to serve you, then you know that indeed there is a problem. Says, I pray God touch their hearts so that they pay the other entitlement at the end of the month. But even at that, Mazi, area council like Kuje, like your very special area council, Buhari area council, and Kwali are yet to pay this money reflecting the 70k. Not even allowance, but just to reflect. Mazi, what do you say to this thing before we go to the phone line?
Number one, even thankful to the 3 area councils that responded. They've paid the 70k, which is the new minimum wage. Even though I'm still of the opinion that this 70k is still very poor. For a primary school teacher to be waiting for 70k to pay for food that they collected on credit, and then his or her children's school fees is still a pity. You understand? However, I don't know what is now delaying the other area council. However, this is on a lighter note. I'm not surprised that my own Buhari no follow pay. I say it's on a lighter note too. I'm not surprised that they no follow pay. Sahel.
Yes, sir.
Number one, the reason why I say I'm thankful, at least it looks like when you need 10 steps to get to a place and you've seen one step, so there is hope that the other 9 steps will come. However, I thought that the National Assembly tried to intervene the other time.
Yes.
I don't know whether we are seeing this because they stepped in, but for people like me, who we've lost hope when it comes to local government administration, I feel like these people are really not giving us any, whatever it is you can call it, to make us to like change our mind and say no, we need local government still in Nigeria.
Yes. Because
why would this major responsibility of taking care of primary education, you've taken it on seriously? It's painful. It's painful. Sahel, everybody will not be opportune to go to secondary school, go to university, or become a professor.
Yes.
But every child must have that primary education.
Yes, sir.
If you have a good primary education, Sahel, even if you go into welding, into mechanic, you have that basic education, you'll be able to communicate, you'll be able to take your, right stuff,
yes,
keep
sir,
your own account and do your business. Even though the one who went to university or secondary will be, a bit more armed. You know what I mean by armed?
Yes.
Equipped than you. But at least you have that basic. You won't struggle.
You can communicate with anybody.
With anybody. Anybody can come to
you would understand your
business.
tenses and your basic mathematics.
Exactly. And even if they write anything to you, you'll be able to read and say, oh, this is the information they are trying to get across to me. But when our local government chairmen, they've decided, especially in FCT, to say they don't care. And that's why I'm of the opinion that National Assembly, the way they should have intervened is that make it a must that everybody who will be a local government chairman, especially since we are talking about FCT, must have your children in our government run primary schools. Let's start from there. There is no way that you have local government.
But Mazi, isn't that wishing for too much? Because I don't know how that will work, Mazi. Is that not wishing for too much?
It's not.
Say our public servants and political appointees, elected political leaders, should make sure that their students or their wards and their children patronize all public institutions, both hospitals and education.
Sahel, my auntie used to run the federal canteen at the federal secretariat. We have people who cook the food. They are different from those who serve. I know, while helping out in that restaurant, that after cooking, you taste. Do we have enough salt? Oh, salt no there enough. If it's the seasoning cube, you need to add something. Your pepper no come up for this thing. Add small red oil. You test. You can't be cooking for the public and you're not testing it. If you say that you're the best man for this job, Sahel, remember that these people, nobody went to their houses, grabbed them by their neck and say, come and be the Buhari area council chairman. So now you get there, you are not prepared for this. No. The INEC will announce election will be XYZ date. You go to your own political party, obtain form and say, I want to contest.
And
you move around campaigning, promising us what you are going to do. You understand? So before you apply for this job, you know the responsibilities, you know your duties, you know what is expected of you, you know the areas that people are facing challenges, and these are the things that you stand on to make promises, what you call campaign promises, or build your agenda, whatever they call it. So how can you not get to that place and you turn around and start complaining or start giving excuses? If you know that you promise people that I'm going to, raise teacher salary, make sure that there is no strike, make sure that all our children, they get quality education. Suddenly you get there, you're no longer paying. Every single time our primary schools are shut down. Now, parents, those who don't even have private schools are expensive, you know. I went to a public this thing, both nursery, primary, no, not the nursery. Nursery was private in Enugu, but both primary and secondary, we are all public this thing. I can still remember that my late grandfather had only opportunity to go to primary school. But Sir El, if you see that man's note, in fact, at a point he was working at the court. He was one who translates whatever from the foreign, the people who colonize or who were around.
Yes.
In case you have any, that was how he made his money and how he got a lot of landed property and so on. And he was only primary education. Then they used to call it standard 1, standard 2 or something. So that's why I tell you, when you equip a child with a good primary education, you've laid a good foundation. The reason why this building is up to 6 floors, so if not more than, you know why it's still standing and can carry as many people that come in and all the equipment that you people are using here? Because you have a very solid foundation. So primary education, Sahel, is that basic, that strong foundation you give to every child. When you have politicians who will go in and they are not ready to, it gets me angry. Every time you see me saying that these people are useless, quote and unquote, is just because of the way they are playing with this education.
Right.
Many of them are beneficiaries from quality education from government schools. Why are they now disappointing us? Why are they doing this to us? Sahel, you can't forget.
Let's go on a quick break.
Thank
We'll
you.
come back. We'll keep up with the conversation. Stay with us.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 Seen an example with our building to talk about if the foundation is not strong enough, it can't carry other structures. But then again, Mazi, maybe Mazi has forgotten. And let me remind Mazi that even some of these schools were places where they went to campaign. Some of them even ate with the children in their classes. How quick can they forget the class where they ate to campaign? If they don't pay this money, what will they use to campaign?
Let our National Assembly, the best way to intervene, make a law. Once you're a public servant, your children will be in public schools. You are going to use our hospitals. You cannot be a Buhari local government chairman. Your children are in private schools somewhere in Amak or in town or in Maitama or somewhere.
So, Mazi, who do you
then when you want to do your... Isn't
National Assembly?
They are the ones.
But they are children too.
No, I know what I'm saying. See, when they intervened that few weeks ago, so when they tried to come into the matter, of course, we appreciated them for that. That was a sign that, we are concerned, we are worried. Abi, the best way, because you can't keep intervening every time. Look at their language of these men. Because Honorable Minister intervened as soon as he came in as the minister. Now he has intervened every time. They keep waiting for him to. What are your jobs? They are generating revenue. They get their monthly allocation. Shebi, this current administration have made it, okay, now they are going to get your money direct. What are you doing with that money? I'm pained because last week, I can't remember the name of the person, Sahel. This person mentioned how he attended public schools with free food. Sahel, then, they were giving them this, I don't want to mention the name of the brand of milk. That milk, they were getting things, the other fish that is in can.
Yes.
As a student, you get your chocolate, the drink for the tea. They were getting everything. And books from government.
Free. No, but Mazi, even we enjoyed a little of that. Mazi, have you forgotten PTF? When PTF was bringing...
That was under Abacha.
Yes.
That was under Abacha.
And then Buhari was the head of that unit.
Yes, the former president. He was heading PTF.
Yes.
You come to schools, the libraries, you have enough books. Go to government hospitals. Bedsheet, free drugs. Let me say this on it's not what we are discussing here, but you see, if we feel that this democracy, we are going to continue to abuse it, we need to, sit down and think if we want to develop another system that works for us. The reason why I say this, the reason why I'm saying this is this. If you are elected in an office as a local government chairman to do a particular job, and it looks like somebody who forced himself into that same office is doing a better job, what do you think people would want? I'm not saying the former people should come back. But if this democracy looks like everybody gets into office, you do whatever you like. You've not paid teachers, you're buying SUV for yourself. You've not paid teachers, you're going to a hospital where you treat malaria with 200,000. Meanwhile, you can go to Kuba General Hospital with 152K, you're okay, you leave. The same doctors.
Mazi, are you saying that the chairman should not drive in their SUVs because they've not paid teachers?
I will continue to insist that no local government chairman should drive an SUV. Number one, we are still a country that is borrowing from countries like UK and US and IMF and so on. Apart from US, that you know that their own system of government is very expensive, let's leave them, they get money. But check some countries in Europe, Sahel, you can't see a minister or prime minister or the president going with more than 3 cars.
Because
in this same place, you use your phone now.
Because they
check, you will see a prime minister walking. In fact, a lady, you saw the video, it trended. Yes. A Nigerian lady was walking to office with the president of her country, where she resides now. Took picture with the man and posted it.
Because
so what are you saying?
Because they don't have roads.
And they are that place, the quality of road that you see in that country is the one that, like, in the next 50 years, you won't see anything. The one we have here now, look at the one, this our Kubwa road. I know when that road was constructed. Now you still have potholes everywhere. Please,
that's because you don't have SUV, Mazi. If you have SUV, you will not feel it.
It looks like all of us will start driving that military. What's the name of that military? Homer.
That Homer.
You know that one can even anywhere. It just keeps going. So maybe that's what we will resort to. But I'm appealing to these people. Stop toiling with the future. You see these children that you are abusing, those children you think of, the poor, they are the ones that will not let your own children have peace.
All right. Let's go to the phone line. 0700 951 0000. WhatsApp is 00 999 30137. You have a whooping sum of 60 seconds to pass your contribution so that
that's
others
really whooping.
so that others can be a part of the conversation. Let's start with this voice note here.
Hello, Effizy. Good morning. This is our energetic program that is full of energy. You want to turn it to one day. One day. Monkey will go market and no will come back.
So
I beg, give us back our energy. Forget all this one day. This Nigeria, one day, we got to where we are today. So this is your one day. Okay, let's see how it goes. All I know is that one day, there'll surely be an end to everything, either good or bad.
So somehow you're still part of
it.
Thank you. Thank you, KZ. You're still part of my protest. Thank you. All right. Adebare Awodoye says, good morning, Effizy. Please, AEDC, what's happening? We can't generate tokens since last night. Oh, I tried again this morning. I was debited and no token was generated. My wife also tried with a different bank. She was debited and no token generated as well. Lobaton. Let's see. Maybe we'll find out what is going on there. Maybe it's a general thing or it's from your bank. Good morning, Effizy. If Abuja teachers want to be taken seriously, it's the high time they start organizing instead of protest. Okay, they should start to practice struggling session. Okay, Nigerians have never had a struggle session. In Nigerian politicians do what they do because they are not scared of Nigerians, and you don't respect people you are not afraid of. Okay, Abuja teachers should form a political party and target the weakest local government and aim to win them in the next election. Stalin from Suleja, Stalin, even Labour Party that is part of the NLC.
They are still in disarray.
Ask them how it is going
I'm
there.
telling you.
Elder Amo says from Yaya says on. Okay, this is not for us. I guess this is what was Itodo's end because he was talking about people defecting. And Nikki is here this morning, and Nikki says, good morning, Effizy. That law is dead on arrival. How can the NAS enact such a law? Isn't that indicting themselves? Many of them will say, my wife took my children away. I did not even sanction the school. She registered them. What do? We should not enact a law that cannot stand. It will be an unjust law. I am sure the laws of the land that ensure the primary schools are covered exist, but Do we have the political will to execute? Another question there. And Mazi, that question is drawn from your statement.
Yeah.
Nikki is putting it back to you.
I'm telling you.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, sir. Your name and where you're calling from.
Please, I also want, please let me remain anonymous. I can tell you that I'm a beneficiary of the 70,000.
Talk to me. You are the one we've been waiting for.
From what local government, please?
Coalition.
Wally, don't call your name.
Okay, don't call your name.
You see, the problem, if you recall, there are plethora of demands that the two unions get to.
Wait. Mr. Anonymous. Have Kwali paid?
Yes.
When did they pay?
It was on Friday, sir.
On Friday. So now and it's not only you, ba. On your platform, other people too have said they've received.
No, sir.
Okay, so that means officially now we can say it's only Kuje and Abaji that is yet to pay.
No, what?
No, sorry. Buhari and Kuje are the ones yet to pay.
For me, I know that Wale has paid. I'm a beneficiary.
Okay.
You recall that there were a plethora of demands that were made.
Yes. Like the allowances. Have they paid? The allowances.
The arrears is what is stopping the union not to call up the strike.
Okay.
Because if you give it for these 8 months, there are still a lot of demands that are still on the ground. They should do something now. If they are able to pay me, if it is according to sources, even though I'm not a union leader or union member, but I can confirm to you that it will be very difficult for the union to call off the strike. Now, considering the past antecedents of this chairman, so we are waiting for the state wing of NUT and the other union Norge to issue within the week. But we are trusting that as I remain resolute, we will continue to support them until this chairman pays even it is half of the listing of our areas.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Thank you.
And hello, sir.
Yes.
I want to use this opportunity to commend you. You have spoken Nigeria Info and the other newspaper that you got it from the source. You guys are trying to say that Nigeria is better. And for me, as a person, I commend you guys.
Thank you so much.
You.
We appreciate you. Thank you. At least Kwali has paid. So 4 out of 6. Remain Buhari.
Oh, my Buhari.
Mazi, it's not like that. Buhari can be far from town. So the alert is very far.
It's very slow. Huh?
Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Mazi.
Good morning, sir.
I greet all the callers and listeners. Congratulations to Kwali people. The Natus from Niger State. But my own problem is that we are paying is not the problem. Please, they should continue paying.
Okay. Donatus, don't go bring another matter. Come out, too.
This man don't say that they are fair. They should continue paying you people.
It's okay.
This is our prayer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Donatus. I appreciate you. Hello, good morning to you. Hello?
Good morning, Effizy.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. My name is Chokok. Mazi, I greet
you, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Effizy.
Yes, sir.
This is the clear picture I have to say. My sincere condolences.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the club of the fatherless.
This club, well, now they meet, I beg.
So that when we are asking for people that I don't know, you are not an orphan. Me, I'm already an orphan. So they are writing. So we are orphans. We will write your name so that if there is anything they are paying, they also pay you.
I'm not an orphan.
You are not an orphan, but the fatherless. You're already part of us. Please, my brother Destiny, what you are saying about primary school, I support you totally. Let that law be a prerequisite. It will be a kind of reading a riot for you. this is what you should do for you to get out. You can be begging, vote me. Immediately after voting them, they turn to lion. You know, when how will I say it, when lion is contesting to become an animal kingdom president, he will be begging even the sheep. They please vote me. They're not. Area council. I think that they are the worst.
All right. It looks like network is not helping.
Your network was bad.
Hello, good morning to you. Hello? Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Happy New Week, brother.
Yes, sir.
Mazi, báwo ni?
Alafia.
Yeah, how are you, sir?
Fine, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Ojo, the next president.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Please, billionaire.
Yes, sir.
I would be happy if you can help us call on the NUT chairman to confirm exactly what is happening to this payment. Why other local government are still lingering or refuse to comply the way others are. Then we will be happy too. If they will answer you, you can call the chairman to come and give us the reason why they have decided to suffer the teachers in the local government. Because I don't know the reason why they will refuse to pay this money with all the allocation they are receiving. I think the only solution to this problem is to set up EACC and ICPC against them. Because if you have an organization that is not accountable to the general public, there is every tendency that the person holding the organization is ready can mess up with the fund. With all the allocation they are collecting and internally generated the revenue, yet they can't pay the salary of teacher, and even the people who are working at primary health care, they are still suffering the same thing. But I think when EFCT begin to question them, maybe they will sit up. Because nobody is questioning them the way they spend the money, whatever they have. That's why they are doing all this. And I've looked over the years, all these local governments are just doing whatever they like without any accountability. No studio can come and give information about their local government. They will never answer. So it's go beyond compulsoring them to let their word be in the LEA so that they will be free the same punishment. If you say we should go that route, I don't think that bill will see the light of the day. So I will urge Mr. President, this is a seat of is a minus, it's a loss for him that a president of Federal Republic of Nigeria in Abuja will have LEA be on strike for how many sections now? More than 3 sections. This issue has been on ground. Maybe if you put us into it, a lot of truth will come out.
All right, thank you.
But I want to urge the teachers, they still remain at home until all their problem is resolved.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Ojo. Ojo said I should reach out to the
NUT chairman.
But I don't think I have. I'm looking through. I don't think I have his number on the particular phone that is with me in the studio. But the number I have is the number of the coordinator Teachers Forum, AMAC.
Okay.
The coordinator Teachers Forum, AMAC. And as we're speaking, if the matter does, sometimes when matter does not concern you, you will not come out. But when it concerns you,
you will show.
Because as we're speaking, Lolo entered the studio.
I'm telling you.
Almost about to break the door, the way she entered the studio. We're saying who is coming, what is going on, what is going on. We now know that it's Lolo that is coming into the studio. Lolo came into the studio very late, but she will come. Lolo, you're welcome.
Please forgive me. Thank you so much.
No, it's okay. You. We understand. The last time you were here, it was Teachers Matter.
And she don't share again. You know, say her jurisdiction.
It's her area.
Her area.
But Lolo, they've like 4 area councils have paid.
Okay.
But they've not paid the arrears and all of that. But that is okay now,
You know when
Lolo is about to
when you are used to being treated anyhow, whatever you get, you take it. When you are being served debt, even if you are giving dogs food, you would appreciate it. So at this time now, we are celebrating the minimum. We're not supposed to be celebrating money that is supposed to have been paid a long time ago. Well, kudos to them. Well done. They've paid. But I believe the teachers are still on strike. They are refusing to go back to the classroom. And I don't blame them. Yeah. I'm with them on this. Because you don't want to tell me that it's because of the way they take teachers in Nigeria. If it's other professions, they wouldn't treat them that way. So I think I'm not going to say kudos to them. So unfortunately for me, they need to do all that they're supposed to do to get these teachers back to the classroom. Although that's not even why. You know, when I was reading the news and I saw what's going on, the back and forth. Yes. I could only just imagine that we're talking about teachers who. Do you know what teachers do in the classroom? A teacher is supposed to. Maybe I should just break it down. A normal teacher is supposed to get scheme from the syllabus, from the curriculum, plan a lesson, write a lesson note, go to the classroom and deliver this lesson.
With teaching aids.
Mark these children's notebooks. Check out for corrections. Give out constructive feedback. Set exam questions and mark. I listed like 9 things that one teacher is supposed to do in the classroom. And then we're talking about paying these teachers the minimum wage, which is 70,000. Some people are still complaining. It's honestly disheartening. Maybe it's because of how passionate I am about education. Anytime I hear these things, I can only weep for my nation. Because we know the saying that a nation cannot grow beyond the educational level. Yes. Do you understand? Yes. So I don't know. Little wonder Nigeria is the way it is right now. Although we are progressing, but if we don't take education seriously, okay, I read somewhere where it says that the money that they said they've been giving, that they were not giving that money. I don't know how true this is. But the truth is that these area councils, if truly they don't have that money in their coffers, you don't expect them to pay from their own pockets.
No, it was that 4.1 billion.
Yes, 4.17 billion.
But initially they said it.
They did, but now they.
But now they now say
okay, they see it, but it's no longer.
But it's not for teachers, so
it's accountability. Sahel is accountability. There's nobody holding them accountable for these things. At all. Honestly, that's just what is playing out.
Let's put a call to the coordinator, Teachers Forum, AMAC, and hear from him if the teachers in AMAC have truly been paid. But according to report, they've been paid the 70K.
Okay.
What they've not been paid is the other areas and other allowances and such. And that's why they are not going back to class. To say, if we go back, they might not just give us. So let's cuckoo stay. It's all die and die. We don't start. We don't start. So let's call him and hope that he takes this call and then get to find out. Because we just got to know this morning that even Kwali Area Council have started paying. In fact, they paid on Friday. So I've called him once. He didn't take the call. I'm going to call him for the second time. And if he doesn't take, we'll move on this morning. But Emeka from NMPC Tower sent a very long message with also pictures to show what he's trying to say in his message. And you can just look at what the condition of the classroom is like and how the students are being taught. Hello, good morning to you. Yes, this is Effizy from Nigeria Info FM Abuja.
Morning, sir. How is it?
Very well. And as I speak to you, you are live on radio. Are you comfortable to talk to me live on radio?
Very well, sir.
Thank you. Just to quickly find out, we have reports that AMAC has started paying teachers their 70,000 minimum wage that it has is reflecting in their salary. Can you confirm to that as the Teachers Forum Coordinator, AMAC?
Yes, that is correct, sir.
But so are we expecting primary school teachers to be back in school, or the strike still continue because of the areas that have not been paid?
Yes, as it stands now, the strike is still continuing.
Okay.
And the issue of getting back to work, getting back to school lies with our union, the Great NUT, headed by our amiable chairman, Comrade Abdullahi Muhammad Shafas.
Okay.
So it is until the union suspends the strike that the teachers will be back to work.
Okay.
But for now, we have received the implementation of the 70,000 national minimum wage.
Okay.
Of which we expect that the arrears will be paid also.
All right.
Out of the numerous entitlements that we are owed, just this one, if it is paid with its arrears, I am sure the union may soft-pedal and suspend the strike while we continue to fight for orders such as the 40% peculiar allowance, the 25 and 35% salary increase, the 35K wage award for 6 months that we are entitled to, the backlog of promotion areas that are still there across the 6 area councils of FCT, and a whole lot of others.
Okay. There's something I would want you to help me do. I would want you to help me speak to the great NUT, as you have put it, the chairman FCT, that I would like to speak to him on these issues, and if he's able to come tomorrow.
All right, I will do that, sir.
Thank you. I will expect a feedback from you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right, Mazi and Lolo, there you have it. I mean, Amak has started paying, but you can hear the series of arrears, whether it's promotion arrears, 35%. There's also a 40%. There's also this and that. So it looks like even paying this minimum wage was just pinching from what the cake is supposed to look like. It's like licking the icing of the cake and thinking you're already eating the cake already.
That's true.
So I don't know what the NUT and their team will look at, because if you look at this, then you start thinking, when they get back, will this money be paid at all if they go back to class? Let's go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Sarah needs a printer to study her lessons, and I also need one for my office. Sarah's teacher recommended the age.
This is Nigeria Info.